What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Wednesday, around 10:30 a.m. I'm about to head out, start my day. All apps on. DoorDash, even though I couldn't get on the schedule, I'm hoping for a dash now. GrubHub's on, Uber Eats, Instacart, Shipt. Everything's ready to rock and roll. I just wanted to start this video out with an apology to those on Pay to Drive last night. I kind of killed Pete's stream at the end there, being a Debbie Downer. But this is as real as it gets, and I wanted to talk about my situation. It's not easy, and just being diagnosed with COPD is scary. Apparently not scary enough to make me quit smoking. I've been a very heavy smoker my entire life. I smoked 3 packs a day for over 35 years, so it was bound to happen. I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for likes. I'm not looking for whatever. I was just feeling really down last night. I feel defeated already because I already know what kind of battle it's going to be. So, I just went to the hospital for a simple chest pull, and due to my shortness of breath and my excessive weight, I am almost 400 pounds. I've always had a weight issue. I've lost weight before, but I put it back on. I know what to do. I know how to do it. It's just getting motivated to do it. So when I went to the hospital to get my chest looked at, as some of you know, they came back with that I have gallstones. I have an enlarged aorta, which can rupture and kill you instantly. So it's scary because once you hit 5 centimeters, that's when it's abdominal aneurysm and you bleed internally. I'm already at 3 centimeters. So, and the cause of that is stress. So let me just back up here a second. So I'm always stressed out. I'm always worried about everything. I know I always seem to have this dark cloud that looms over my head. And, just a lot of things I know we all have problems. We all have problems, and bad things happen to all of us. And, some people persevere through it. Some, fight it. Some get over it. Some don't. Some going, I feel like I'm going into a depression because, it's just like the other day. I knew my tires, again, set number 10, are steel coming through, and I'm trying to work all day to make some money, and I hear, the steel just hitting the road. I was on an Instacart delivery, and I'm thinking, oh, please, just let me get to this lady's house and drop her groceries off. I don't want to someone's groceries. So, it was kind of like a 10-mile drive, and every turn I make, I can just hear, I'm like, these tires are going to pop, I know it. So I get to the woman's house, I drop her groceries off. I was even going to ask her, can I use your driveway to put my donut on, because I know this tire is going to blow. But I just knew that would look very unprofessional, and, I didn't want to be sitting in this lady's driveway changing my tire. So I took the chance to get back home, and all the way home, it's nothing but hills up and down, because I live in the mountains, So I'm driving along. I called my girl to let her know I'm probably going to lose service. I might blow a tire, break down, whatever. No sooner I got off the phone, boom, my tire blows out and throws me all over the road. I'm lucky I got control of the car. So, and it's cold, I finally get my spare out and get the car, whatever. It takes me about 20, 30 minutes to get the tires changed and go home. I have to call it a day. And it was early. It was 1:30 on a Sunday. But one, I didn't have money to buy a new tire. Two, I didn't want to ruin the donut. So I had to call it a day. So that was Sunday, and then Monday morning when I went out, we had some ice and snow mixture on the windshield or whatever. I turned my wipers on, and my driver's side wiper snaps and flies off. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And I had just enough to get 2 used tires for the front. Usually cost me about $70. So luckily, the tires, the guy only charged me $60, left me $10, and I was able to go buy a wiper blade for $9.01. So I was able to work that day, But just stress is a huge factor. And so I started gig work back in October, November of last year. And I took a leap of faith in March of 2019, excuse me, to go full time doing these gig apps, you know. There's that nasty cigarette. The root of all my problems. So, anyway, where was I? Sorry. I'm finding it harder to survive off these gig apps. Now, many of you, you know, maybe it works for you. Maybe you're doing well with it. Maybe you're like Pete and Bentley Coop and BZ. They all say every market is different. So it's been really tough here lately. Like, I haven't been making much money at all. Like $30, $40 a day. And, you know, I'm out there all day. You know, I don't drive at night as soon as it gets dark. I stop. You know, my car needs about over $2,000 worth of work done, you know, between brakes, tires, control arm, tie rod, headlight assembly. You know, I need a lot of work. I don't have the money, and I've been struggling to make money. Meanwhile, I have my girlfriend on my case that I'm not bringing in a steady paycheck, and I'm not helping pay bills, and, you know, this is all my fault, and we're so far behind. Like, we just lost our cell phone service with Verizon because I couldn't pay the $900 phone bill that I had, because that was a couple months, and then I had to get a better phone so I could do these apps, multi-app, because the phone I had, the processor wasn't quick enough to let me multi-app, so I had to get another phone, which was like $400 or $500. They just put it right on my bill. I figured I had some time to pay it, and I just wasn't making the money. I couldn't come up with it. So I lost that, so I'm back to a prepaid, same situation where the processor can't keep up with all the apps. Like, I go to Google Maps to see where the delivery's going, and by the time it comes up, the offer's off the table. It's gone. So I'm trying to find regular employment again, and I'm having a hard time, which I usually don't. Like I said, I have over 30 years in the restaurant business, and usually finding work is never an issue for me. I'll have a job next day. I've been applying, and no one's getting back to me. Also, with the health issues, you know, everybody seems to have the answers. Oh, just go on welfare, or just go to state, or get on Medicare. It doesn't work like that in Pennsylvania. It's Commonwealth state. You don't get nothing here unless you're a foreigner from another country or smoking crack, and I'm neither. So I've applied 3 times for medical before all this, and was turned down every time because I made too much money. You make more than minimum wage, you make too much money. Also, I could lie to these people and tell them I don't have a job and I don't work, but then they go into the questioning process. If you don't have a job, Mr. Fisher, then how do you pay your rent? And how do you have a nice car? And how do you pay your cell phone? And how do you pay your electric? How do you feed yourself? They know it's bullshit, you know, like, so, you know, I just want to say thank you to the driver community for supporting me and giving me words of advice, and especially last night, you all were reaching out to me and telling me not to give up, and, you know, post a live stream, and you guys are here for me, and I just want to say thank you, and I'm sorry I killed your stream last night, Pete. It just kind of all hit me like, wow, I'm gonna probably die, you know. I know every case is different, you know, but from what I've been Googling and researching and reading about my conditions, stress is a big factor for the enlarged aorta to reach that 5 centimeters and rupture. My blood pressure is through the roof. I can't afford to go to a doctor to get blood pressure medicine to turn it down. I've got all these issues going on with my girl and with bills and employment, and cat of 20 years is ready to drop dead. You know, like, it's just a lot on my plate. And like I said, I understand everybody has their problems, and it's not all me. And I'm just letting you guys know what's going on with me. And like I said, if anybody heard, you know, like, I have no family. I have no siblings. I have no parents. My parents are both gone. I have no friends, and that's by choice, because friends just bring drama and problems and wanting you to help them move. you know. Anyway, so thank you. I reach out to you guys and I look to you guys for support, I guess, so thank you. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. As far as the gig work, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing it. I love doing it. I absolutely love doing it. I love shopping for people. I love picking up people's food and bringing them a meal. Like, I don't know what it is. I just, maybe just because it is, my own business, sort of, my own job, my own freedom, do what I want. But it's not, it's not covering my bills, especially if it's slow. And I do it all. I turn on everything every day. Uber Eats, I have over 700 rides with Lyft and Uber and Uber Eats. I know it's not a whole lot, but I mean, I don't do rideshare anymore for the last 8 months, 8 months. I have over 800 shops with Shipt. I just started Instacart a couple weeks ago. I got a few there. GrubHub I just started a month ago. But DoorDash, I have 1,900 deliveries with DoorDash since it came 8 months ago. I'm a hustler. I'm not lazy. I work every day. I haven't had a day off in over a year and a half. Not one day have I sat home. Even the day I went to the hospital, I went to the hospital from 7 in the morning till 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I worked until 5. I'm not making excuses. I am a go-getter. I'm on multi-platforms trying to make that dollar like everyone else. So if it works for you and you know how to work it, so be it. And that's awesome. I'm definitely looking. I was supposed to go back to making pizza. I worked one day for the guy. And he's like, dragging his feet. And I was supposed to go back to work a couple days later. And then he calls me when I'm an hour before I'm supposed to go and be like, it's kind of slow. I'm going to start you next week. He keeps saying next week, and I can't wait till next week. I have bills to pay. I have a life to live, and I'm sinking fast, I owe 2 months rent. I'm going to get evicted out of my apartment. My car is going to get, what's the word I'm looking for? Repossessed. If I don't make a payment, they don't play around. It's kind of like a buy here, pay here place. You've got to be on time. It's not like a bank where they'll give you 30 days or whatever, So, I mean, that's a lot of stress on a person, I'm going to lose my home, my car, my girl, my cat, my life, like everything, like it's wears heavy on me, So, and being 400 pounds and smoking 3 packs a day doesn't help either. And I know what all the comments are going to be: quit smoking, stop smoking, stop smoking. It's not that easy. Quitting smoking is like harder than trying to kick heroin. I've smoked since I was 11 years old. I'm 48. Shame on me, I know. But it is what it is. I can't change it. I can't go back in the past. I am a smoker. And if I don't, even if I quit, COPD is irreversible. There's really nothing you can do about it. You can change your diet, and they say exercise and obviously quit smoking. But once you're diagnosed with it, that's it. That's a death sentence. Whether it be 5 years, 8 years, 12 years, whatever. I've done a lot of research on it since I was diagnosed with it. And it's scary as hell. It's really scary. But not scary enough for me to never touch a cigarette again. Because it's a habit. And I have a very addictive personality, When I'm into something, I latch onto it and I go full force with it, Whether it be smoking, cooking, DoorDash, gig work, like I will go crazy with it. Shipt, I was like nuts about Shipt. Like once I get something in my head and I'm just, and I get very set in my ways very quickly. So, but we all have an addiction, whether you want to admit it or not. We all have something, whether it be drinking, smoking, drugs, shopping, hoarding, whatever. Everyone has an addiction of one sort or another. So there's no one should be pointing fingers anywhere. I know what I need to do. I just ask that you guys, be there and support me. You don't have to be, but I appreciate it so much. Like, you don't even know. It was nice to see some of the comments last night. People letting me know they are there for me and not to give up, Anyway, I just wanted to shoot a quick video, kind of let you know what's happening, what's going on. I did apply for Medicare. I can't lie for anything to save my life. I'm not a good liar, so I don't do it. And I'd rather be an honest, upfront kind of guy, because it's only going to blow up in your face. I don't think I've ever lied in my life. That might be a lie. No, I'm just kidding. I can't. I just feel guilty. I feel, and I don't want to be called out on it and then be known as a liar. So I'd rather just be honest, whether it hurts someone or doesn't, or it's just how I've always been. I'm a Sagittarian. We're honest people, all supposed to be. But I'm going to go out there today and hustle. And hopefully I can get on DoorDash or something. But thanks, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to hear my nonsense anymore. Leave me a comment below telling me you can do it, CraZzzy-Dasher. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I will try to post more informative and helpful videos to the subscribers that I do have now. I just want to kind of explain my background and my situation and what I'm facing and the reasons I do the things I do, and but my market has been really bad on all platforms. Actually, like GrubHub and DoorDash have been really, really slow, and everybody said, oh, after the holidays it's going to pick up. So far it hasn't picked up. Actually, Uber Eats has done more. I've been doing more Uber Eats than anything else. I wish I could get back into Shipt full time. I will never have a bad thing to say about that. If you all have ever tried it or are interested in trying it, leave me a comment if you want some information or questions about anything. It is an awesome company, and I will praise them to the rooftops. I did a couple shops last week where I made $60 per shop for 1 hour, only because of the payout. I caught a promo bonus of $20, and then the customers tip. They're regulars, they tip me well or whatever. But I did 2 shops and made $60 on each one. So I made $120 in like 2 hours. It's awesome. That's only because I caught promo bonuses and stuff. That's why. But anyway, it's hump day. Hump in the bag. Hump in the bag. BZ, what's up, brother? Thank you, Pete from Pay to Drive. Thank you for your words of encouragement and recommending people to come subscribe to my craziness. CraZzzy-Dasher. Thank you to Rideshare Lisa and Gig Life with Lexi, Michelle Wheaton, Driver Sensei. You're crazy, bro. Your videos, I wish I had half the energy you got, brother. You are off the chain. You are definitely an asset to the driver community. John Christofic, thank you. You've been sticking by me and, liking my videos. It's pretty awesome. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I know you're there. I see your comments. But please, just leave me a comment. Say what's up. Say get well. Say, I just want to know people are actually watching and listening. And I promise I'll try to come back with some more uplifting and better videos and informative videos, because that's what you're looking for. You're not looking for some old fat guy who's dying from smoking his brains out, giving you a pity story. I know you're here for information, and I want to supply that information, and I can be an asset to the driver community as well. Just something I'm going through right now. I'm going to try to not let it beat me. I just got to get it in my head. And, like I said, I actually kind of want to start a series like Journey Back to a Better Health. I just got to get my mindset and start doing that. And I will. And I hope you all follow me on that. Because I want to post daily, like what I'm doing as far as routines and diet, and hopefully, get the most out of life that I can, what's left of it. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Be safe out there. Watch out for other people. People are just ridiculous out there on the roads without cutting in front of you and turn signals and on their phones. And just be safe, be careful, have a great day, make that money, and I'll see you next time. CraZzzy-Dasher's out for now. Peace.